switch that around. Oh, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Thank y'all for watching tonight. I had the camera on here, and there it was. I was backwards. So how y'all doing tonight? Welcome to a special Star Wars night tonight. We have a very special 3-pack Thursday night. I got some awesome mail from Mela Doe. We got Jay Thompson, the Squirrel Whisperer, in the house. We got Sis Spine Ticks in the house. How y'all doing tonight? Man, Jay, we've been watching your videos today in the squirrel shorts. Me and the girls, we had a good time watching it. We've been binge watching all week. What we do at night, we sit down and eat dinner. We just binge watch shorts, and we're watching Sis Mario card shorts and all these awesome shorts. And we've been doing that tonight. So I hope you're having a great Thursday. Welcome to Star Wars night, y'all. We got a special night. I got Luke Skywalker joining me here tonight. We have got a special package from Mela Doe, who sent us some awesome stuff. We got Kevin, Random Rips in the house. He went to the Braves game this week. How you doing, Kevin? And we're going to rip a Topps Chrome Blaster tonight. Really excited about that. We got Barry in the house. How you doing, Barry? Barry Squared in the house. How you doing, man? May the Force be with you. Skywalker. That's my favorite character from Star Wars. And I hope y'all are doing great, man. I've had a busy week this week. Been off this week. I've had a few days off and worked one day and then been getting some stuff done around the house. I hope you're doing good. Luke, I'm your father. That's right. And also, I'm watching this Mavericks Minnesota game. We got the Minnesota down 36-56 in the second quarter. Braves losing tonight. And I was talking about hockey. Shout out to Perch and Dan. Dan's New York Rangers. Oh, did they just score? Wait a minute. Let's see here. They were up 1-0. Watching that game. It's a series tied in the NHL playoffs, so that's a pretty good series right there. But this looks like I don't know, Dallas wins this tonight. It's pretty much, I think they're done. But man, hoping for Minnesota. You know, they're down 3-1. Yeah, the series is over with tonight because they're up 3-1. Barry says, go Celtics. Firebox breaks in the house. Let's go, Keith. How you doing, man? So hope you are doing. Hockey season's over with. Ant-Man's at the free throw line. Well, basketball season for Minnesota might be done with here soon a little bit. I was pulling for Minnesota, man. I really want to see my Ant-Man go far. He's a Georgia Bulldog, and we'll have to see how they do. They're down pretty bad right now, so let me check the sound. Hope you are doing great tonight. I got a special package here from Mela Doe in the house. Appreciate Mela Doe sending this to me. He sent me something pretty awesome, and I've opened it up just kind of to look at it, and it's pretty cool. Huge shout out to Mela Doe, and I hope you are doing well. Zach's collection in the house. Zach Squared. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by, y'all. And let's go here. We're going to go check the sound real quick, make sure I sound okay. And appreciate it, man. I need to get like some headsets and all that fancy stuff out there, but I am too cheap, so... there's the basketball. I got the basketball game on too. I can't. Hold on. I gotta click this off. Let's see here. All right, yeah, the sound sounds good. Okay, I want to just check the sound real quick. We're doing great. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate y'all stopping by here. We got a special Star Wars night tonight, and we're gonna rip some Star Wars packs. I'm also gonna show you something really cool. Like, I'm going to show you some of my favorite Star Wars figures tonight. So we're going to be opening 7 packs tonight. And here we go. We're about to go live here in a minute. We're about to get going. I've got this game on. I better be careful because I might get copyrighted. But, yeah, here, let me cut the sound off that. All right, there you go. Cut that off so I don't get copyrighted. All right, there we go. We got Luke Skywalker in the house. And let me show you. So I got a special package from Mela Doe Live. We'll start kicking it off with that, and then we'll go from there. Let me go show y'all what we got. Old people can't hear. Star Wars night. Let's go. That 3 Good Nerds, man. He's a big Star Wars fan. How you doing, man? Yeah, we're going to have Star Wars night tonight. And here we go. I've got it all set up. See if y'all can see that a little bit better. There we go. We have, there's Luke Skywalker right there. Let's see if I got another one in here, too. See if I can put that in there. Here, you know what? We'll kind of cover Murph right here. We'll put that right there. Ooh, that's too shiny. That's too much of a glare, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm blind. We'll put Murph right there. That is supposed to be a lightsaber he's carrying right there. So we'll put Luke Skywalker right there. And Three Good Nerds in the House, man. Justin, man, what a great channel. Y'all go subscribe to him. But I got this awesome package coming from the great state of Texas. He shout out to Mela Doe. And he sent me this really kind letter right here. It says, congratulations, Zach, on your grand prize win. You're an awesome guy. I think me and Sith both won. So that was pretty awesome. I appreciate your passion for collecting as well as the support. Love your show, myself and others. Yes, I used and twice in a sentence, but only for you, Zach. 100, man. Thanks again, my friend. Congrats, your buddy Mela Doe. Right there, man. Huge thanks to Mela Doe for that. Very kind. Very awesome guy here in this community. You know, I see him on Saturday night supports. The Southern Boys in the house. How you doing, man? Mela Doe is all over this community. I see him Saturday nights on Spine Ticks, on the Spine Ticks train. He's a part of the Spine. He's like the first one in the Spine Ticks train, right? So he's there, one of the first videos, and I miss it because usually I don't get into late, so I go back and rewatch his video. He's got a great live stream. Loves to rip packs. He loves to rip a lot of like non-sports cards, like Marvel cards, Star Wars, and I saw him rip one of these boxes. So let me show you what I won. He just shout out to Mela Doe Live. His channel is in the description below, y'all. So y'all go sub him up, and let's help him grow. Hit 1K. Sports car ripping teacher Vince in the house, man. He hit a downtown. Oh my gosh, I went back and saw that video. Man, you know, Sports Car Ribbon Teacher has a golf channel. He also was on Maiden's World of Wax on Sunday night. That was such a great stream on Saturday night with Maiden and Tim. Really enjoyed that. This week's been kind of cool because I've been able to sit down and really watch some videos, and I'm not, like, tired. It's really been an enjoyable week. I think I needed this. April and May are, like, my busiest times of the year, and it finally is coming to an end. June's kind of a little bit slower for me, which is good. I needed that. And then look what he sent me, man. I wasn't expecting this. He sent me a hanger of Top Series 1 right here. I think that's a hanger. It says Zach 100 right there. So we'll open that. I think that's a hanger. Let me see if that is a hanger. Let me make sure. Yeah, it is. It's a hanger box. Oh, wow. It's more than just... I have to open this next week. But it's a hanger with a bunch of bangers, man. Oh, wow. No, look at here. We got... Look at this. Crown Zenith. Oh, my God. We'll have to open this next week, though. Good grief. There's some more Crown Zenith. Oh, good grief. This is awesome. He sent me football cards. This is sweet. And he sent me a whole bunch of other cards. You know what we're going to do next week? I thought this was a hanger of baseball, but this is a bunch of cards. We'll open this next week, and we'll give Mela Doe another shout-out. Here's a bunch of top loader cards, too. Oh, sweet. I'll have to open this next week. We'll open this next week, and you know, we might open this. Well, let me think about that. There's Ronald Acuna right there. Braves are struggling, man. Oh, it's been tough to be a Braves fan lately. I want some boiled okra berry. I know my okra's not very big. I tell you this, I do got some sunflowers that are popping up out of the ground. We've had way too much rain down here in Georgia. It's really killing my crop. We need some dry days in June. I'll just say that. If not, I'm not going to have a great crop this year at all. I'm a little worried about my crop. Well, I've been out bush hogging this week, and I'm a little worried about my crop. So, here's what I won. I was super pumped. Me and Sith won. It was a huge night, and a huge shout out to Mela Doe Live. And this is awesome, man. This is a top Star Wars Chrome blaster, but what this has is they have a small one that has like a few packs. This has 10 packs in it. So what we're going to do tonight, it's a special night, Star Wars night. We're going to rip 7 packs of this, and then the other 7 packs, I'm going to rip, other 3 packs I'm going to rip next year on May the 4th be with you on Okra Day. My okra is about to bloom the first time. I think Zach is in a week or 2. Yeah, I am, and I also had a lot of rain in my crops too. I'm super behind on my crop. This is super pumped about this. Gonna rip 7 packs of this tonight, and after every pack, I'm gonna show you a Star Wars figure in my collection, and they're probably gonna be from the Power of the Force, because I really don't want to get my good stuff out tonight. But I am gonna show you. I think I have 8 figures here from the Power of the Force in the 90s when I was in college. I have my original ones, but I just didn't want to get them out tonight. We are gonna show you a Power of the Force figures. I collected these in college, man. We'd go down to the Winn-Dixie or the Walmart or somewhere and collect these. Me and my friend, my college buddies, and we put these up in our dorm room. And I love this. I love Star Wars, man. We're celebrating Acolyte, which is coming out next week on Disney Plus. I'm looking forward to that. I've been seeing the trailers of that. That's gonna be like old school. That's gonna be for the Phantom Menace, which is gonna be exciting. We'll get some new characters, and I'm really excited about DK in the house. How you doing, DK? Yeah, we're gonna see what's in this tonight. Man, and you know, I didn't get to celebrate May the 4th, so we're gonna kind of do that too. We're at the end of May, so the Power of the Force equals Star Wars. Roy plus Roids, man. Let's go. Yeah. Because of Win Dixie shout out. That's right. So I've got 7 stands. Like, we got 64-38. Looks like Dallas is pulling away with this win tonight. We're going to have set up 7 packs right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And y'all can't see all 7, but I promise you there'll be 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And so we're gonna rip 7 packs out of this blaster. Huge shout out to Mela Doe Live. Like I said, his channel description below, man. He's in this card community, comic book community, everywhere across this community. And I see him a lot on Saturday nights on Spinetics. He's on that train. And y'all go support him, man. He's got a great channel. So Celtics Mavericks will be fun series. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see Celtics Mavericks for sure. It looks more and more like that. You know what? I'm gonna replace this guy right here. I got another figure. I'm gonna replace. I'm gonna bring over Han Solo right here. How about that? There you go. You got Luke Skywalker and Han Solo there together. How about that? And Del Murphy. There you go. How about that? That's a Star Wars night for you right there. 2 of my favorites right there, Han Solo and Luke Skywalker together here on a live stream. Appreciate y'all stopping by tonight. Kayla and Jordan Squad in the house. Hey, I just visited you, Justin. You got to put the answers to the TTMs on the videos like tonight. Zach, how are you? How are you? I'm doing great, man. Thanks, David. Thanks for stopping by. We're watching this Mavericks Timberwolves game, and it looks like the Mavericks are probably going to close up the series tonight. Watching that, and we're flipping over there to the Florida-New York game. Slappy's favorite hockey player, Laffy. Well, it's 1-1 right now. It's a series tied 1-1. Florida's on the power play right now. Second period. Looks like this is a pretty good series. Florida and New York. I guess I'm pulling for the Rangers. Rangers got a good team, so I guess I'm pulling for them. I remember in the early 90s, everybody was pulling for the Rangers. Back when they first won that Stanley Cup in '94, I kind of pulled for them. I'm pulling for Laffy. I know Slappy don't like him, but I kind of like him. And so here we go. We're going to rip this blaster. We're going to pull 10 packs out of here. And here we go, man. Let's go. Let's get ripping. I got my knife right here. And looking forward to ripping some packs. After every pack we rip tonight, what we're going to do... You know what? I don't think I've ever ripped any stars. Other than I ripped a blaster. Let me just correct myself. When I bought when I first got back into collecting, I went to Target and I bought a blaster of episode series 1 Mando cards, and those are super cool. And so here we go. We're gonna pick out 7 packs. There's 4 cards per pack. We're just gonna lay them out here. We got 1, 2. There you go. You got Andor, Cassian Andor right there on the front of them. Man, I loved Andor. Andor was one of my favorite series to watch. I can't wait till they make another series of Andor. I think Andor was such a great series. I have to say, I almost like Andor better than I like Mando and Ahsoka. I like those too, but I like all of them. I don't think there's a Star Wars I have not liked. Now, there's been some Marvel I haven't liked, but I love... I know some people... I even like Phantom Menace. I like all the Star Wars. There isn't much Star Wars I don't like. I love Star Wars in general, man. I'm just a huge Star Wars fan. I don't think I've been disappointed with a Star Wars movie. I know a lot of people have their opinions on it, but I just love Star Wars. I'm such a huge fan. So we're going to start off with, you know what? We'll start off with our first pack. Before every pack we do, we're going to show a Power of the Force figure. So here's a Stormtrooper. We'll start off with this, not one of my most famous one. Got this for $5.99 at the, probably it was Winn-Dixie. I got this. It was $5.99. Oh, man, I was at Walmart tonight. I was in the clearance aisle, and I saw this Black Series Ahsoka figure, and it was on sale for $3.99, and I went and looked it up on eBay. Uncanny Swag on the house. It was going for $25 on eBay. It sold, not just was going for $25, like it's been selling for $25, and I almost bought it tonight, and I just didn't. I don't know. I got so cheap and frugal. I'm just like watching every penny. Like us all, we all are doing that, And then it has the figures on the back. There's the Stormtrooper. He can't hit anything, man. He misses every shot he makes, man. You ever see the parodies on Stormtroopers? How they miss every shot they take. There's this blaster, and here's all the different figures. You can get the Millennium Falcon. You can get the Land Speeder. This was made in 1995 X-Wing. Now, this is not original, man, but Uncanny Swag did a great job with Dan and Perch last Friday night. Man, that was a great episode, Swag. I really enjoyed watching that. Brian Basketball's in the house. Hey, Brian, how you doing, man? Toot toot. Me and my daughters were watching Brian Basketball. They just love when Brian gets that toot out and starts tooting. And we watched him the other night all together. We had a great time. And huge shout out. There it is, a Stormtrooper. I mean, you know, there's all kinds of different ones, but there's Stormtrooper. Look, these aren't my originals. These are ones I collected in college, but I still got them in there, which is kind of cool. So we're going to rip pack number 1. Y'all ready? Let's go, man. Acolyte coming out next week. Let me know in the chat. Are y'all watching Acolyte? I'm super pumped about it. All right, here we go. We're going to start off. These are shiny, too. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Look how shiny these are. This is a Crosshair. Oh, that's from Clone Force. I love the Clone Wars. Big fan of the Clone Wars. And that's a pretty cool card. That's card number 1. There's Owen Lars, man. Shout out to Owen, man. Like, he took care of, you know, Luke as a child, raising him. And, man, shout out to Owen Lars, man. And, you know, I like, you know what? I know a lot of people didn't like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I did like Obi-Wan Kenobi. In fact, that was probably one of my favorite series on Disney+. I don't know. I guess because you got to see Darth Vader in action and Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting all the time. Bear Bayhurst in the house. But I really loved Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought that was really cool. And that's a cool card. These are shiny, too. Look, the chrome. They're nice. Oh, we got a purple in here. Look at here. Oh, look at this. I like this. Manga Madness right there. Look at that. That's Han Solo, Chewbacca. That's a cool card. I'm going to put that in a sleeve. I don't know. Collect all 15 iconic Manga Madness cards right there. But I have to say, that's one of the cooler Manga Madness cards right there. Look at that thing. It almost looks, it's like an art card. But that's pretty cool. That's a cool card. I'm gonna sleeve that one up. I got some sleeves I brought down here tonight. That's a sweet card, man. I love the art on that. Oh, we got a purple coming in here too. So let's see what that looks like. Here's from Boba Fett. Here's Kristanen. He's like a Wookiee. That's pretty cool. You know, I remember seeing him. I like Boba Fett, too. I thought Boba Fett. I have to say, maybe Boba Fett was my least of the favorite shows because I was really disappointed because that's such high hopes. The Wookiee Kristanen had a reputation as both a bounty hunter and a gladiator. The Hutt twins had him in their employ, and they sent him after Boba Fett. Defeated Boba Fett and his allies, yeah. I remember him on the Boba Fett show. That was pretty cool. Mela Doe, man, there he is right there. Thanks, Mela Doe, man. Thank you for all the awesome cards. And we're gonna open up that all those cards in the hanger next week. I know it's not a hanger, but it's a bunch of awesome cards and packs we opened up just a minute ago. Thank you so much for these awesome cards. Really appreciate it. Like I said, y'all, Mela Dope's channel is in the description below. If you're not subbed to him, man, go jump on his bus, man. Let's get him to 1K. I think he may be over at 1K. He's gonna get there soon though, but he's really growing. He's part of the Spine Ticks train on Saturday night. He kind of kicks it all off. And then here we go. We got a purple. Look at this. This is nice. This is a Tusken Warrior right here. Look at that. Those purples are nice. Shout out to the Tusken Raiders. Are these numbered at all? No, they're not. But those purples are nice. Look at that. These are shiny, man. These are nice. Thanks, Mela Doe. These are super nice cards. And they're chrome, man. Look at that. That's cool, man. That's a nice card. I love that. Love that right there. So there's pack number 1. So after every pack, y'all, I'm going to show you another figure. And here's another one. We're going to shout out this guy right here. You know, he started the Death Star. We got Grand Moff Tarkin. This is never before offered at any Kenner collection right here. This is the Power of the Force. Grand Moff Tarkin Imperial Issue Blaster Rifle. And I love this one, man. when this guy came out, was it, here it is that he come out with. This had been 96 right here, yeah. It says, you know, Commander of the Death Star. You know, when you watch the last of the prequels, you see Darth Vader, and then you see Grand Moff Tarkin at the end, and it's just kind of an eerie feeling, you know, because you know that's what's coming. It's Grand Moff Tarkin and the Death Star, because you know the next one is A New Hope, and super cool, man. I like this one. Yeah, I like this one too. I think this is a really cool one. Look, these are not originals, but they're really cool. Some of them. I went in college, man. When I wasn't studying, I'd go down to the city a little bit. Well, not city, but like the closest town nearby. We'd go to Walmart or the Kmart. We still had Kmart around back then, or the Winn-Dixie or somewhere. And we picked these up whenever we could find them, and they were super cheap. Like they were $3 to $5 most of the time. And Tarkin didn't have an original Kenner figure. That's why it says that. Yeah, he never before offered any Kenner collection right there. So that's super cool. And there we go. We're going on to pack number 2. And here we go. We're going to see what we get next. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Really appreciate y'all being here. And if I missed you in the chat, there's a Domino in the house. Tony! I bet Tony's excited about this game tonight. I bet he's pretty pumped. Look at here. Oh, look. This is going to be a cool card coming up. There's Shimmy Skywalker. The mother of Darth Vader right there. Shout out to Shimmy right there. Man, oh, you feel for her. Shout out to Shimmy Skywalker, the mother of Darth Vader. Shout out to her. And then here's Baba Frick. I remember these guys. What was this from? It's from one of the newer ones, right? Hit a Workshop and Planet Thieves Quarter. Damien and Poe. Yeah, he's one of the new ones. These little guys. I think they tried to make them cool. I wasn't a big fan of these guys. But here we go. Look at this card. Look at this. This is sweet. This is Grogu, discovered by mercenaries. I hope y'all can see that, man. I don't know if you can see that, but that's called Grogu, discovered by mercenaries. And there's the Mando, and there's Baby Yoda right there. There's old Grogu right there. That's a super cool card. I like that. Journey of Grogu. When the Mandalorian is forced to take a job with an old mercenary crew, he does his best to keep Grogu hidden aboard the ship. But when the droid 090 enters a message about the child and his value, the Mandalorian is forced to complete the mission on his own, rescue Grogu, and ensure the capture of his erstwhile allies. Man, I love Grogu. Anytime I can pick up a Grogu, man, that's super sweet. I gotta sleeve up Grogu, man. Shout out to Grogu. One of the favorites, man. He definitely. I'm sleeving up my favorites, man. I mean, I don't know who's worth anything, but these are more just like for fun, man. I'll have to say I'm gonna sleeve up the art ones and Grogu, because those are two of my favorites right there. And then look at the last one. This is super cool. Dark Ray. I was watching this thing, was it on Instagram or Facebook or somewhere, and they had like the new, they're coming out with these new Star Wars with Ray in there, right? But they had like Ray turn into the dark side because really, Ray is a Palpatine. I mean, we learned that in the last one. It's breaking news if you haven't seen that last one. So we know Ray is Palpatine, and she's the daughter of Palpatine. So, I mean, maybe she could turn to the dark side. She's got to be battling that dark side. Braves down 3-1. I know. Tonight was Matt Olson bobblehead night. I really was thinking about going to tonight's game. But that's a super cool card, man. Imagine if Ray turned to the dark side, man. That would be super cool. And here it is. The revelation that Emperor Palpatine was her grandfather caused much conflict in Rey during her battle with Kylo Ren in the ruins of the second Death Star. This doubt manifests itself to her as a vision of herself as a Sith. Seeing this dark Rey only reinforced Rey's desire to do what she could to avoid falling to the dark side, man. That's super cool. I kind of like that, man. It's not good Rey, but it's darker. Hey, Nevada Jack would like this card. I know Nevada Jack is a big Ray fan. I know he talks about it on Spine Ticks all the time. And when I was on there one time, he was talking about it. I'd rather play Notre Dame lacrosse than Alabama football any day. War Eagle, man. There you go. I love it. That's a cool card. I like that card too. All right, so that was pack number 2. We're at 7 packs tonight, y'all. Happy Star Wars night, and I hope you're having a good. Let's get to we got 1-1 Florida New York Rangers right now. We're getting to the second period toward the end. Let's go to that Mavericks Timberwolves game and see what the score of that game is. They're in commercial right now. Let's go to the Braves. See what the Braves score is. Braves are 3-1 in the, what is this, 9th? Oh, man. Braves are at their last at bat, too. We'll keep it on here for a few minutes. Braves are really struggling. I ain't going to lie, man. They lost Acuna for the season. Shout out to Acuna right there. Thanks, Mela Doe. It's awesome. I can't wait to rip all these cards. And looks like they're having some struggles, man. I don't know. I kind of, the last time they lost to Kuna, they won the World Series, so I don't know. Man, I'm optimistic, but they got to get something started soon. Now, they are more of a summer team. Like, they get hotter. I mean, they get hotter when it gets hotter outside down here in the South. But I don't know. They've lost Strider, Kuna. Oh, I don't know. Let's see what happens this year. But it's tough. Hey, hoping for maybe at least make the playoffs. That would be cool. All right, so now we're going on to our next pack. So, hey, at least you're not the Jays, man. I heard the Jays are selling Bichette and Gladdy. That's crazy, man. And the Mets, too. Alonso's on the block. We're going to have some good trades this year, I think. Here we go, man. All right, so our next figure is gonna be. We'll do this. I love this guy right here. You know, I was heartbroken when he died in Star Wars, the first one of the new trilogy, the J.J. Abrams one. But I love original Han Solo right here. Here he is with heavy assault rifle and blaster. You know, there's his blaster is iconic, man. I mean, when you think of down in that cantina lounge where he shoots the who is that guy? The green guy? I can't remember him. In the original Star Wars, that's just an iconic moment. When you think of the Millennium Falcon, you think of Han Solo flying the Millennium Falcon. Solo the movie, probably didn't do. I don't know. I liked Solo movie, but it wasn't the best of the Star Wars. I think they could have probably done better. But yeah, breaking news, Barry, he does die. I'm just heartbroken. But hey, they all good things got to come to an end. But Harrison Ford, just a legend. I mean, probably one of my favorite actors of all time. Indiana Jones. I mean, what a legend Harrison Ford is, man. I mean, two of my favorite movies are probably Indiana Jones and Star Wars. So, I mean, he's a legend, man. He's a legend. All right, so we're going on. This is what, pack number 4? I don't know. Who cares? We're gonna rip 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're on pack 3. All right, we're on pack 3. I'm losing track where we are here. On Solo on steroids. I know. They just cast He-Man for live action. Oh, that would be totally cool. I love He-Man. I've seen these new figures out at Target, and they're called Turtles of Grayskull, and they're a cross between He-Man and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Will Vogg's in the house. Definitely. How you doing, Will? Thanks for stopping by, man. I stopped in the Will stream this week. It's good to stop by. But they are totally cool. If you see them in Target, they're really cool. They have like all the different. They have like Shredder He-Man. They have like, it's wild. I've never seen these things before, but every time I see them, I have to do a short on them because they're so cool. They don't get views, but I really like them. Also, they have a combined He-Man Stranger Things line where you have like Skeletor. I've only seen Skeletor and the like villain from Stranger Things. It's totally cool. If y'all see that in Target too, take a look at it. I mean, I think they're real expensive, but they're really cool to look at when you're in Target. But there's two movies I love. Stranger Things filmed here in Atlanta. I'm a huge Things fan. One night we'll have to have a Stranger Things night because Stranger Things was filmed. There's a mall scene in Stranger Things that was filmed in Gwinnett Place Mall, which was the same mall that I hung out in the 80s. So I was watching that Stranger Things season, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening in the 80s. This is where I hung out in the 80s. It was totally creepy, but totally cool at the same time. All right, y'all, here we go. We're going to rip into this. Man, I do too, Mela Doe. I'm with you, man. All right, so here we go. We're going to rip into this and see what we get here. Look at these awesome Star Wars figures, man. I love these things, man. You know, we do a lot of sports, but tonight we're stepping aside. There you go. There's my boy right there. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor. That is a totally cool card. Look at there. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love that one. That's super cool. I like that card. Ketsu Anayu. Let me know who that is. And I don't know who that is. That's got to be from Clone Wars. Sabrine Wren. Yeah, that's got to be from Clone Wars because Sabrine is from Clone Wars. So that's a cool one. And then look at this. This is Moniker C2-7567. Now, this is Rex. I remember Rex from Clone Wars. I watched a lot of Clone Wars, too. The cartoon. I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars. I like the cartoon Star Wars, too. I love the Clone Wars cartoons as well. And sometimes when I get a chance, there's a lot of them, so I kind of sit down and binge watch a lot of them. But I do like that card. That's pretty cool. That's a really cool card. I love the art on that card. Yeah, that's a cool moniker. I don't know. I'll put that in a sleeve. Mela Doe, is that a rare card? Let me know in the chat. I don't know. I'll show you. One of the cool cards we've already pulled tonight is I just love this one. And I think you pulled this one when you pulled your blaster. This is a Manga Madness, and there's Han Solo, Chewbacca, and the Cantina scene right there. I thought that was a totally cool card. I know what collect all 15 iconic. I think you're showing that on yours. That's a really cool card. I like that. That's got to be one of my favorites as well. And then our last one is D.O. right there. D.O. Remember that one from Rise of the Resistance. That was it right there. So, yeah, Manga Madness. Those are super cool, man. I love that, especially with Han Solo and Chewbacca in there. Yeah, it was cool, man. I mean, I love that season of Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things, man. I'm a big fan. Especially, it's filmed here in Georgia. And there's been people from like Georgia in there sometimes. If you lived around here, you'd know. And It's super cool, man, because the 80s, grew up in the 80s here in Atlanta, and this is all about the 80s. I just love, I'm a big Stranger Things fan. I need to go start getting in, Sports Card Ripping Dad, he's a big Stranger Things cards collector, which I probably need to get more into that. I hadn't got any, I don't think I have any Stranger Things cards, but I need to get into that. So here we go. I'm going to get into some of my favorite Power of the Force figures right here. So I love this one. I had to get this one when it came out. Now, you remember our New Hope, the scene in the Death Star, when they dress up like in stormtrooper outfits to kind of get out of the Death Star. Why has Zach not been on Stranger Things? I know, I would love to be on Stranger Things. I have seen where they've done a lot of castings for the show. Here, where I've heard it like on the radio and where they've been looking for actors in the show and they were filming it. With Palpatine, I think the green is numbered. Oh, cool. Cool. I don't think this one's numbered, but it is a pretty cool card, yeah. Love this figure right here. This is iconic one. Luke Skywalker with a removable helmet. Zach, I can get some. I'm going to pack some up. Yeah, there we go. That is one of my favorite right there. I love this one. It's Stormtrooper. It's in Stormtrooper disguise with Imperial issue blaster. And there he is right there. What a great scene. That was pretty cool. I loved how they were trying to get out of that Death Star in A New Hope. Just iconic, man. 80s best decade ever. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So that's one of my favorite ones right there. I love that one. I got a great story with my last one. That's to do with this girl. These sports cards and things. Aaron in the house. Aloha Friday. Man, I see he's been going live during the week as well. Man, Aaron, y'all tune in Aloha Friday tomorrow night, right after Dan and Perch and Rushmore Show. It's a great night. Every Friday night, Aloha Friday, y'all. Let's go. Here we go. We're going on to our next pack. We got 3 more after this one. So let me, we'll scoot these over here. We got 3 packs left to go. Thank y'all for joining us for Star Wars Night. May the Force be with you. Thank you to Mela Doe, man. His channel is in the description below. Here, I'm going to move this over a little bit. And Aloha Thursday. There we go. We're going to rip this pack right here. Shout out to Aaron and Sports Cards and things, man. Thank y'all for being here. We are going to rip this. We got 27 in the chat. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like. We'll rip this. All right, here's our first one. This is Siri Junda. This is a Jedi. Ooh, I don't know who she's from. Where's she from? Siri Junda was a Jedi who survived the horror of Order 66, living in seclusion for years, saving Cal Kestis from the Imperial Inquisitors. Junda and the crew of the Singer Mantis joined together with Kestis in search to destroy the Jedi holocron and held the locations of 4 sensitive children. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool card. All right. And then here is, I don't know who this is. Oh, here's Kira. This is from Solo. Kira right there from Solo. I remember her from the Crimson Dawn. Yeah. That was cool. I already kind of thought they were going to do a sequel to Solo. But they didn't. Well, a lot of people didn't like Solo. May the 30th be with you. That's right, Barry. Siri's wife. Yeah, maybe. All right. Here's one, man. This guy right here. You think of this guy right here. He was in L.A. Law back in the day. What's that guy's name? This Bail Organa, but I can't think of what his name is as an actor. But I remember him being on L.A. Law as a kid. Whenever I see him in Star Wars, I think about that. But here he is. He's this. I'm a foster. I'm adoptive dad. My daughters are adopted. And he's adopted dad, man. He adopted Princess Leia. He's a great dad. I'm not great. He's a great dad, and he's a great guy, man. And that's pretty awesome. Bail Organa, the father of Princess Leia. And shout out to all the adoptive dads out there. And there's Bail Organa right there. That's pretty cool. All right. That's pretty cool. I like that one. I was glad to see him in the movies. Jimmy Smits. That's it. Yeah. Jimmy Smits, man. He's a legend, man. Thank you. Sensei Domino know the answer to that question. There you go. I love him. That's great. Great one. That's a cool card. And then here we go. Here's a legend. General Leia Organa, Princess Leia. One of the legends. Let's see if I have one of her in here. Do I have a Princess Leia with me tonight? I don't. I didn't bring a Princess Leia with me tonight. I usually do. But I didn't bring one tonight. Shout out Princess Leia, man. Yeah, shout out to the adopted and adopters, man. Awesomeness. I agree. All the adopted dads out there. Shout out to all y'all. And shout out to all the adoptive parents out there. Y'all are awesome people. And yeah, there he is, Princess Leia, man. Man, I was watching an interview last night of Carrie Fisher in her younger days, and you can kind of tell she really struggled with drugs. But it's sad, but she was such a great actress, and man, I mean, I mean, one of the great actors of time, and she just really struggled. You could tell. I was watching this video, and I was like, oh man, you can just tell. But hey, shout out to Princess Leia, one of the great actors. Man, shout out to Star Wars, man. I love that, one of the legends. All right, here we go. So now, I'll save the best one for last. I got a good story for my last one. My last one, some of these, they're all bent up and stuff, but, well, you know what? We just saw Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? Well, here's old school Obi-Wan Kenobi right here. Look at that. It comes with a lightsaber. This has been Obi-Wan Kenobi, lightsaber removable cloak. And there's this lightsaber right there. Shout out to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love the Kenobi show. I don't know why people didn't like it. I mean, there were so many great scenes between him and Darth Vader. I mean, I always wanted to see that. I don't know why people didn't like that. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe that was just me. But I really liked Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought it was super cool. Probably was one of my favorite shows of that year. But you know what? Be honest with you, all I really watch is YouTube, sports, and Star on Disney Plus. So I don't ever watch selection of shows I watch. I just love that. But here you go. My battery's running low. It says on my computer. 7544. Congratulations, Sensei Domino. I think your Dallas Mavericks are going to wrap this up tonight. But congratulations to Ant-Man. He had a great season. He went a little bit farther than he did in the playoffs. But Minnesota gave him a good season. But Luka, man, congratulations to Luka, man. I think I'm pulling for Luka to go all the way. I really like to see Luka go all the way. And all these collectors spent all their money on Luka cards. They thought they lost it all. Maybe they didn't if he wins one championship. I think about that, man. All the people during COVID spent all this money on Luka cards. Alec Guinness was the best Obi-Wan Kenobi. He was awesome. He was totally awesome. So there we go. Looks like they're gonna wrap that up. I'm gonna turn that game off because it looks like they're killing them. Let's go back to Braves. So I think Braves lost. Let's go to Florida, New York right here. Alexis Lafreniere. Right there's Laffy. They're showing them. Oh, it's intermission right here between the Rangers and. Have we seen Admiral Akbar yet? We have not seen him, but it may be a trap. Love Admiral Akbar. Ole Miss Rebels, University of Ole Miss. They're the Rebels. There was a lot of controversy in that name. They were going to change their names to the Ole Miss Admiral Akbars, but then they didn't do that. And I was so wanting to see that. Because I thought, not over till 0-0, says Tony, but I'm telling you, they're killing them. I think it's over. I was really hoping Ole Miss, University of Mississippi, would change their names to the Ole Miss Admiral Akbars. Now they're like the Land Sharks. I'm sorry, Land Sharks is a horrible name. They should have been the Admiral Akbars. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. So here we go on our next figure. Let's see, we got 3 packs to go. I'll show you another figure while we're at it. See, I just showed you Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, because I'm going to save the last 2 for last, because they're kind of the same in a way. I'll show you this. I'll show you another one while we're at it. Here's one of my favorites. This is probably my favorite person of Star Wars. Luke Skywalker, man. I mean, I just love, this is original Luke. I mean, is this like, as a kid, he was my favorite, man. He's like the Hulk Hogan of Star Wars, Say your prayers, take your vitamins. There's Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. Young Mark Hamill, man. I mean, we see Mark Hamill today. He's still around. Good to see he's around, man. He's had drug struggles too, but he's back doing better and looks like he's beating that. So proud of him. And there we go right there. There's Luke Skywalker. There we go right there. All right. The Land Sharks is an old Saturday Night Live skit. I know, yeah. All right, but I still would have loved the Admiral Akbar, though. All right. It's a trap. All right, here we go. We're looking for Admiral Akbar right here. We got Cassian Andor. I love to have a Cassian Andor, man. I love Andor. That's one of my favorite shows. Okay, here we go. Here's Grief Karga, and he just passed away. Just recently, Grief Karga. What's that guy's name? I can't think of it, y'all. But he just passed away recently, and then it was kind of cool how they did in Mando. Like he kind of became this king or something of this planet, and then he passed away. Shout out to Grief Karga right there. That's pretty cool. Here's a cool one. This is Tam Rivero. Right here. That's like a cartoon resistance. Oh, look at this card. I absolutely love this card. Look at this. This is a Grogu. Look at there. That's all. Carl Weathers. That's it. Yeah, thanks, Sensei. Look at that. There's old Baby Yoda, the mysterious Mandalorian of Tatooine, man. Look at there's old Grogu right there, man. I love Grogu. He's one of my favorites. Let's see in the back. A Journey of Grogu. Oh man, I love that card. Look how shiny it is, and look, you just barely see old Grogu coming through there. Carl Weathers was so good, yeah, he was. Look at old Grogu right there, man. He's popping in there. There's old Baby Yoda. I have to play. We need to have the Baby Yoda song that Seth has on Spine Ticks on Saturday night. You know when he has the. I love that. I gotta sleeve that one up. And in my Baby Yodas, man, I sleeve him up, man, because he's not like he's new school, man. He's new school, and he's a legend, man. He's kind of like you gotta say the new generation of Star Wars. He's probably one of the best ones out there today, and he's probably keeping Star Wars alive today. I'll tell you that. But I'm glad that Star Wars is still cool today because it's my childhood. I think about my childhood, how much Star Wars impacted me as a kid. Like, I just love Star Wars. Like, there was about three things I was really into as a kid. It'd be Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and Transformers. Now, I also loved He-Man. I loved Mask. I loved GoBots. I loved I forgot we got another one, Count Dooku. I forgot Dooku. You never can let out Dooku, man. Dooku is kind of famous guy in there. Shout out to Dooku, man. I didn't even show that one. Shout out to Dooku. That's a cool card too. I didn't even mention that. He was a Jedi, right? And then he turned to a Sith. They had these like short cartoons on Disney where they were showing other Dooku fighting, and that was really cool. I don't remember the name of those, Tales of the Jedi or something like that. And they had Dooku in it. It was really cool. I was watching that the other day. Journey of Grogu, I didn't know he was a Steve Perry fan. Interesting. I was really into Charlie's Angels. Oh yeah, what's Charlie's Angels? But yeah, so I think about that when I was talking about my childhood. Like there were three I really was into, and that was Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and Transformers. And I loved other stuff, man. But I mean, those were probably my main three, especially with figures, comic books. I love Star Wars comic books, man, because as a kid, we just had A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, but that's all we had. So there was no all this stuff you have with Disney Plus today. So I think that's why I love Disney Plus today, because as a kid, I loved the comic books. It took me into an adventure that I wanted these guys to go on to, because they were going on these adventures in my sandbox when I had played with my Star Wars figures. But it's all we really had, other than like the Christmas special or what was the Ewok show or stuff like that. We didn't get to see a lot of other stuff. I really would kind of wish George Lucas would have put more out. But then we probably got burnt out and tired of it. But I really like the comic books because it took me on this new adventure with Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Chewbacca and all these other different characters, which I really enjoyed reading as a kid. And I loved comic books as a kid. I don't talk about that a lot. I should break out my Star Wars comic books. I just didn't have the time. I was out working the farm today. Planet of the Apes was big when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember that was around too. So I just love Star Wars, man. And I can't tell you how many times I've watched Star Wars. Oh my gosh, I've watched every one of them so many times. I love watching them. I'm just a super fan of them. So we got 2 packs left to go. Huge shout out to Mela Doe in the house. Thank you for stopping by. And now we're going into this guy right here. I mean, Darth Vader, lightsaber, removable cape. Love this. I had the original Darth Vader as a kid, and I lost it somehow. And I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was so disappointed. My grandma, man, rest in peace, she was such a great woman. She went out and bought me another Darth Vader, and she put it in the back of her car. I know she did this because I know I could never find that Darth Vader. I don't know what I did with it. And she went out and bought another one and opened it up and put it in the back of the car, and it was a brand. She said, "Look, Zach, it's another Darth Vader." And I was so excited. But now, as I got older, I realized, she went out and bought another one and put it in the back of the car and gave it to me. That's how awesome my grandma is. My grandmother was a great woman. My farm is named Bice Family Farms, and I named it after her. She was such a big-hearted person. She was a school teacher. She was a great woman, and she died when I was a teenager. And but I'll never forget that story. She had an old Buick, and she put it in the back of the Buick and pretended like I had left it back there, and I know she didn't. I probably lost that thing in the sandbox or something. But it was in the 80s, so it probably was still an original Darth Vader. It was like an 80s Darth Vader, but the original one I had was probably from the 70s, but still cool. I know, thank God for grandmas. I agree. I agree. And so there you go, Darth Vader. Shout out to him. There's Anakin. You know, huge shout out to Sith, Spontex, Sith. All right, here we go. So that was pretty cool. We pulled some cool cards tonight. Thanks to Mela Doe, man. The channel's in the description below. Love these cards, man. When do we rip Star Wars, man? We're ripping baseball, basketball, football, hockey. We never get around to Star Wars, so I think this is really cool. It's something different tonight. And I appreciate y'all all joining me. We got 33 in the chat. I can't really read it. 12 in the chat. Thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. I'm going to get a little bit of water. All right, y'all. I got a little bit of water. Whew, had to get a little bit. I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. And really kind of, y'all, like I said, Mela Doe's channel's in the description below. And there's Darth Vader. And here we go. We're still looking for Admiral Akbar, y'all. All right, here we go. There's Zora Bliss. I remember her. There's Zora Bliss right there. Oh, here we go. Billy D! Billy D! Look, there's Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian. You know, I don't drink alcohol, but do you remember those malt liquor commercials back in the 80s where you had Billy D in there? I always think about that commercial with Billy D. Williams, man. Shout out to Billy D, man. You know, Cloud City, man. And so cool he's alive today and was able to come back and be in the Star Wars today. Shout out to Lando, man. If you can't find him, I'll see if I have one. Yeah. I love Billy D. Billy D. Lando right there. That's a cool hit right there. And then here's Tonta. I remember Tonta. Tonta's bartender in the Cantina Lounge right there. All right. Colt 45. Colt 45. That's it. Yeah. Kazuda Zano. I can't even pronounce that, y'all. That's Resistance. And then we have a purple. Oh, look at this card. This is super cool. Look at this one. This is probably one of the hits of the night. It's not numbered or anything. But look at this. This is a purple Boba Fett, man. Look at that. I'm sleeving that up. That's a cool card. That's probably one of the coolest ones we've hit tonight. Purple Boba Fett. Fett Crime Family. Look at that. Look, it's got a little logo right there. Look at that. That is super cool card. It's got to be one of our hits of the night, man. We've had some super cool cards we pulled tonight. That has to be. The purples are the rare ones in here. They're not numbered or anything, but that is what do y'all think about that? That's super cool, man. I put that up there on the stage. I like that. I'm a big Boba Fett fan. I mean, especially the Boba Fett. I love the Boba Fett show. I thought that was super cool, especially how they did the backstory of him and everything. I was cool. My friend growing up in college, he passed away before the Boba Fett show. You know, he passed away in 2005. So he never got to see the Boba Fett. He was such a huge Boba Fett fan, and he would have just loved the Boba Fett show. He was the biggest Boba Fett collector I ever seen, and I think about him, man, because I know he'd have loved that. But I love Boba Fett too, especially in Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and even in the Star Wars Christmas special. The purples are one of the best hits from the set. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, isn't that cool, y'all? And get one of the best guys. That's super cool. That is totally awesome. Thank you, Mela Doe. You're the best of them, man. So that is super awesome. Love that card. Wow. There we go. All right, so here we go. We do the last card of the night. You know what I think we're going to do after we do this? We are going to rip this tonight, y'all. I got time tonight. I get to sleep in tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and open this tonight. And instead of wait till next week, because be honest with you, next week I'll probably be tired like I am most weeks, and this week I'm not because I got to sleep in tomorrow. So we can go late into the evening tonight, and we can go live stream a little bit longer than we usually do. And I appreciate Mela Doe sending it to me, and he's here tonight, so I don't want to ask him to come back next week. But here we go to my last figure of the night. Okay, so when I was in college, I dated this girl, and she worked at Eckerd's, I think it was. And I was like, I really, really wanted this figure. I couldn't find it anywhere. But she found it and gave it to me. I broke up with her later on. But this is one of the coolest ones I got. This is Darth Vader with removable helmet and lightsaber. Well, she probably, I think, well, let me be honest with y'all. She broke up with me, but uh, here it is right here. This is Darth Vader removable helmet and lightsaber. I just love this figure right here. And there's a little like frame thing, removable Vader's mask to reveal Anakin Skywalker. You know, these are little freeze frame action slides right here. I don't know if y'all can see that in there. I was so pumped to return. You're a heartbreak. No, I was. Be honest with you. I think she broke my heart. I'll be honest. She broke up with me. That was 24 years, 25 years ago. That was a long time ago. But yeah, she broke up with me. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I always like, and plus Eckers is out of business. I don't know if y'all know what Eckers is. It was kind of like CVS or Walgreens, and they would have figures then, and they also had sports cards too. I told out of the deal. That's a win. That's right. That is a win right there. And I just love this one. You got his helmet right here, and then you got Anakin. That's super cool. Uh, yeah, no judge videos video. That's right. That's right. That's right, DK. So I love this. There he is, right there. There's that moment. Man, some of these are like bent. Look right there, that's bent. I don't care, man. I'm never gonna sell these. I just love this. I just love these figures, and I just left them in here too, cause at least I could get something out of them one day. Maybe when I'm dead, maybe my family could sell them or something. I don't know. But that's my favorite one of all. I think of all my Power of the Force figures, Darth Vader removable helmet. There's a story behind it, and it was a super hard one to find. I don't know if it's rare or anything, but I could never find this one anywhere. And you know, this is before the prequels, and so like you didn't know a lot about Anakin. So there, you really see Anakin right there. That's probably, you know, such an iconic scene in Star Wars when he took his helmet off. So that was super cool. All right, so there we go. And now we're on to our very last pack of the night. And then I'll go over the hits, and then we're going to open up this box, all these cool cards that Mela Doe sent me tonight. I don't know if we'll rip all of them, but we'll rip a lot of it in there. We might save some of that for next week. How about that? We might save one of those Crown Zeniths for next week. But we were going to rip some of it open tonight. All right. We're going to start off with a Haley Estrada, Rebel Alliance. What is he from? He helped Obi-Wan Kenobi. I remember seeing him. I can't remember. And then here's Mon Mothma. What a crucial person in Star Wars, man. Mon Mothma was, you know, she kind of led the Rebel Alliance. You see her a lot in Andor. Really key person in the Star Wars saga. Mon Mothma was really important person to leading the Rebel Alliance. Good evening, Zach. Hey, 3B Collection. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, man. We've had a great time with Star Wars, and I appreciate you stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Y'all go subscribe to 3B Collection, man. Awesome channel. And there we go. And then, look, here you go. Qui-Gon Jinn, man. Man, what a legend right there. I mean, you know, the Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon Jinn, what a Jedi, man. What a great, you know, him and Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting everybody. Andor, man. Yeah, Andor was awesome. I loved Andor. And here we go, talking about the Solo movie. We're talking about that tonight. Here's Han Solo right there. There you go. There we go. Awesome. All right. What great cards tonight. So let me go through all the hits. Man, we had so many cool hits tonight. There's Han Solo. We had Qui-Gon Jinn. That was cool. Mon Mothma was a cool card. I like, you know, just some of these people are like iconic characters. Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian, man. I love that. And I want to show you the hits of the. There's Dooku, man. Shout out to Count Dooku. The only Jedi Palpatine was scared of. But, yeah. There's Greek Cardinal. Shout out to Carl Weathers, man. I forgot his name, but I remember Carl Weathers in a lot of movies, a lot of shows. Carl Weathers is a legend. I even was in Ollie's the other day. They had one of his figures, and I did a short about it. And shout out, rest in peace, to Princess Leia. I mean, an icon of Star Wars. You know, a legend. And shout out to Jimmy Smits and L.A. Law, man. Used to watch L.A. Law. Used to come on 10 p.m. in Eastern time on NBC on Thursday nights when I was a kid. Also, Bail Organa, the adoptive father of Princess Leia. And then let's see who else we got here. I'm gonna skip some of the base here. Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor right there. That's an awesome, awesome card. Dark Ray. I love Dark Ray. I think that's totally cool. Shout out to Nevada Jack. And then the mother of Darth Vader, Shimmy Skywalker. Great card right there. And then here's one of our purples. Well, I'll say the purple's the last. Here's Krista Sten. Remember him from, he's a Wookiee. Shout out to Wookiees. And then here's another, you know, this is Luke's uncle, Owen Lars. He kind of was an adopted dad. He was an uncle. He had to take care of Luke. And let's see here. Now, let me show you the hits. Got a lot of cool cards, man. I love these chrome. I've never got to rip so much Star Wars in my life than tonight. That's super cool. And we're going to save 3 packs for May the 4th, next year, 2025. So come back here for 3-pack Thursday and join us. Oh, I need a sleeve on my purples because the purples are the rare ones. You know, Mela Doe was just saying that. I remember watching Mela Doe's video, his ripping, and he was talking about the Mela Doe, talking about the purples, and a nice Wookiee card, I know. So here's my purple. This is a Tusken Warrior right here. And then here's our cool cards. I love this Grogu right there. You can't see it very well with the camera, but that's a Discovered by Mercenaries. You got Mando. There's little old baby Yoda right there. And then I love this card. This is a Manga Madness with Han Solo and Chewbacca in the Cantina Lounge. I don't know. These look so cool. They're awesome art on them too. Those are super cool cards. We have this Monkers Rex, and Rex is such a key player in the Clone Wars. I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars, and I remember seeing Rex in there a lot. You know, he goes on to some of the other newer cartoons. Rex is in there too, I think. I haven't seen all those. I know Sith watches a lot of those. This is one of my favorite cards of the night. This is Grogu. Look at all Grogu coming around the corner right there. That's a super cool card. And then I think the hit of the night has to be this purple Boba Fett. Super cool. Huge shout out to Mela Doe. I really appreciate all the awesome cards tonight. That is super cool. Super cool Star Wars figures. Star Wars cards. And we're celebrating here Star Wars night. But you know what? We're going to kind of go off the Star Wars hinge a little bit. And we're going to go into some sports cards. Because I know I got a lot of my sports cards bros here tonight. And Mela Doe sent me some awesome sports cards. So he sent me this. First I thought this was a hanger box. But then, it's got my boy Ronald Kuhn who's out for the season. But there's a bunch of cards in here. So we're going to rip some of this. I think I'm going to save some of this for next week. So I think these are, let me know, Mela Doe, is this a hanger pack of Zenith? So I think it is. We'll save that for next week. And then he sent me some awesome cards in here. We'll go through that. And then we'll rip. I think he sent me 2 hangers. Good grief. Okay, look here. Look at this. He sent me 2, so we'll rip one. And then the other one we'll rip next week. How about that? I think that's right. Are those both hangers? Let me know. One of them may be a hanger pack. We'll rip one of them, and then the other one we'll save for next week. And I'll shout you out again next week, Mela Doe. Thank you so much. Because we'll rip 3 packs. I got another pack or 2. So look at here. He sent me some fire, man. Look at this. Wow. This is cool. He sent me some cool. Look at here. Here's some Series 1. We got, look at there. That's Samad Taylor right there. Rookie card. Sorry, y'all. I didn't see that. And then here's Joe Jacquaz of the Red Sox. Awesome. And then look at here. You sent me some Braves, man. Look at this. Let me go through all this. Let me pull them out. Man, look at that. Ooh, he sent some nice cards, man. Look at here. All right, here's shout out to Trout, man. He sent me this sweet Trout right here. Look at that. That's awesome. Stars MLB. Here's Max Fried. There. And then here's Orlando Arcia right there. That's cool. There he is still in a base. And then here's Charlie Morton, man. I like the old retro Braves jerseys right there. Here's my boy. Man, I don't have this card, too. Oh, I love that. That's Matt Olson. Put him up there with Acuna, man. I love that. Matt Olson, one of my favorite Braves. And then look at here. He sent me this. Look at there. Who's on the cover? My favorite guy, Luke Skywalker. Hold on. Okay, some of this is top load on. Look at this. He sent me this sweet Luke Skywalker right there. Bunch of Braves, man. Thank you. Look at that. I love that Luke Skywalker Jedi. That's super cool. Look there. There's Darth Maul, man. I love that. Oh, that's super cool. Captain Phasma. Shout out to Captain Phasma. That's cool. And then here's the fifth brother. Remember him? Went from Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Miggs Mayfield right there. These are all sleeved too. Thank you, man. Look at this. Oh, a new Grogu, man. Look at that. Ah, add that to the Grogu collection, man. The Mandalorian of Trask. Oh, that is super cool. I love that. I love the Grogu, man. Any of my Grogus, me and my daughters love the Grogu. We'll put Grogu over here and see if he doesn't. Oh, he may be blinding y'all with the shine. I put Grogu over here. Look at these. Jarrett Yeager. Oh, those are cool. There's an Andor. Here's some more Andor. These are cool. Oh, these are from Andor. This is the card set from Andor. I'm thinking here. These are cool. I love the Andor, man. And there's oh no, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Man, Andor's such a good show. Oh, look at here, Saul Guerrero in Andor. Man, Saul Guerrero's a legend. Man, I love Saul Guerrero. And Rogue One. You know, you see Saul Guerrero a lot in Rogue One. That really made... they should make chrome versions of the original sets from the 70s. I would buy those. Those would be cool. There's a Tusken Warrior. We put a purple Tusken Warrior here. And here's Surreal Karn. I remember him. He was like one of the villains in Andor. Lieutenant Gorn. Right there. Lieutenant, there he is, Supervisor Blevin. Here you go, we're getting into some, look at this. And I love this guy. This is, oh, what's his name? He's the villain in the new Star Wars ones. And then they brought him back as a prisoner in Andor. And let me know in the chat, who is that guy? Who is he in the Adam's Card Closet in the house? Oh man, what's that dude's name? And they cut him off, him and Radu. Oh man, I cannot think of this. Some real corny dead jokes. Oh man, Adam's Card Closet in the house. Oh god, what is his name in the? Y'all let me know in the chat. And then there's Tarman. These are cool cards. Look at all these. Awesome cards. Huge thanks to Mela Doe for those awesome cards. I love these cards. Man, my Star Wars collection is growing tonight thanks to Mela Doe, man. It's awesome. You know, I have a lot of Star Wars figures, a lot of Star Wars collectibles, but I don't have a lot of Star Wars cards. So huge thanks to Mela Doe. So here we go. We're going to rip into this. I think this is a hanger pack. It's a bunch of cards. So we're going to see what we get out of here. You ready? Oh, no, this is not, maybe this is in a hanger pack. Is this a hanger pack? Yes. This is in a hanger pack. So we'll rip this next week. Because we don't know what we're getting here. I think this is just like some cards. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Andy Serkis. He was Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Yes, Andy Serkis. And then he was, who was he? He was the villain in, look at there, shouting out with a goat right there. There's Tom Brady right there. Yeah. I can't even think of that villain. He was like the main villain there. There's Joe Mixon right there. We got Kyler Murray. Shout out Doc's Cards, man. I know he's a big Kyler Murray fan. We got Matt Ryan, man. I don't have any Matt Ryan cards in his Indianapolis. Just retired. He's going to be doing the CBS. He's going to be on the CBS NFL pre-show now. And I'm super proud of Matt Ryan, man. I don't have any of his Colts. You know, I'm a super Matt Ryan fan, so that's awesome. We got Deebo Samuel right there. We got Georgia's own Justin Fields right here for the Bears. Now, Zach's Collections, Pittsburgh Steelers. He was Snook. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. That's it. That's awesome. Derek Carr. There. We got Lamar Jackson right here. Lamar Jackson. What a great season he had last year. Great playoff run. There's Baker Mayfield. He plays for the Buccaneers now, man. He had a great season last year as well. I guess he'll be competing with my Falcons this year. There's Jamian Harris. Ooh, here's a Cooper Kupp, man. There you go. Shout out to Zach's Collection. Here's Mitch Trubisky right here. We got Cortland Sutton. Jamar Chase, man. There's a good player right there. Jamar Chase for the Bengals. And then we have Daniel Jones of the Giants. Christian Kirk for the Jaguars. We got Nick Chubb, Georgia's own Nick Chubb, Georgia Bulldog. Love Nick Chubb. Javonte Williams. A.J. Brown. We got Robert Woods. I've never opened any Crown Zenith. These are pretty cool. We got Tua right there. Here you go. Here's Sports Card Ripping Teachers Team. We got the Green Bay Packers right here. There you go. Snook. That's what I'm doing. There's Saquon Barkley. Y'all let me know, who did he get traded? Did he get traded? Let me know. I think he did, didn't he? Leonard Fournette. Deshaun Watson. I heard they were talking today on Colin Cowherd about Deshaun coming back and how he would do. Go Pack Go, says Sports Score. Aaron Donald right there. There's another Kyler Murray. And then you have Joe Nixon. And Jared Goff. He had a great season. And then a shout out to Budget Rips. And then Josh Allen. Shout out to Doc Holliday. I know he loves his Bills. Oh, that was awesome. Some great cards right there. And we're going to save this pack right here, which I don't, for next week. We'll rip this next week. And I'll go ahead and open. Let's go ahead and do it. I can't look at cards and not go through them. All right. Here's Tyreek Hill right here. That's pretty cool. We have Justin Tucker. Shout out to Kickers, man. I was chasing the Rares and the Zenith when they came out last year. Oh, that's awesome. Alvin Kamara right there for the Saints. There's Justin Herbert. There's old Herbie. DeAndre Swift, man. I love that. Former Georgia Bulldog. Oh, man, that's awesome. I like these. I've never had any Ground Zenith. These are my first ones. Stefan Diggs. Shout out to Chancellor's Carson Wentz. Marcus Mariota from my Atlanta Falcons. Kirk Cousins, talking about Atlanta Falcons. Here's our quarterback right here. Kirk Cousins, super pumped. Zach for president, Berry Berry. Yeah, they just guarded Zach, not sealed or anything. Oh, I thought they were sealed. It's okay, all good. Go Saints is Berry Berry. J.J. Watt. Amari Cooper. Zach Wilson, man. Zach Wilson got traded. He's no longer on the Jets. We got Brandon Cooks. Jalen Ramsey. Najee Harris of Alabama. Where's Roll Tireman at, Rand? Roll Tireman loves his Najee Harris. Nick Chubb. Look at that. That's a red zone right there. That's a red variant. That's pretty cool. Javani Smith. You see the red zone right there? That's pretty cool. You can see that in the upper corner, and then there's the red. Michael Pittman Jr. Nick Bosa. These are cool, man. They're my first ones. I like them. David Montgomery. War Eagle. There's Devontae Adams. Travis Etienne. There's a Clemson Tiger. Shout out to Will Voggs. James Winston. Shout out Florida State Seminoles. Kirk will be singing it this season, man. Slinging it this season. I hope so. I hope so. There's Dak Prescott. Saquon Barkley. Leonard Fournette. Max Crosby for Sis Raiders right there. Got J.K. Dobbs. Dallas Gobert. Jeffrey Simmons. Jalen Waddle. Preston Smith. Marquise Brown. Chris Godwin. And Davis Mills. And Deontay Johnson. Man, huge thanks to Mela Doe. Awesome cards, man. I really appreciate it, man. That's so awesome. What a fun night tonight. Man, I love that. I really got some awesome cards here. I got some sweet Star Wars cards to add to my collection. Look at this. Mela Dope. He hooked me up. Look at all these cards he hooked me up with tonight. Man, that's awesome. Kevin says, I'm not a fan of Panini short printing half the set like they do. End up 10 full sets of 1 to 100 and not have one complete set. 04, 100 to 200. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Kurt, man, I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm hoping the Falcons will, I was watching Colin Cowherd today, and he was talking about teams that he thinks are going to make the playoffs. And he was talking about the Falcons got a good chance, especially with Kirk Cousins. I mean, they had a lot of talent last year. They just didn't have a quarterback. So I'm hoping this year will be their year that they can really make a run. A huge shout out to Mela Dope, man. Let me just take a moment to thank him. Really, really kind, wonderful generosity. Really appreciate it. And, man, I mean, I'm going to save the other 3 bucks, and I'm going to shout you out again, Mela Dope, in a year when we get near May the 4th. And happy Star Wars night, y'all. Let me know in the comments below. You know what? We'll do this for a few minutes. Who is your favorite Star Wars character? Leave it in the comments below. I think definitely mine would be Luke Skywalker. Just growing up as a kid, he's like the Hulk Hogan. He's like the Ronald McDonald of Star Wars. I don't think he's the Ronald McDonald, but you know how Ronald McDonald's like an icon. He's like the legend. Here, let me break them out. Got to break out my favorite character of Star Wars all the time. That would definitely be this guy right here. He makes an appearance right here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. BB-8 says Barry. Yeah, not a fan of that either, especially since you're talking about the sets. Yeah, definitely. But big fan of Star Wars, man. I mean, I think Jar Jar Binks, says Barrett. Yeah. Oh, did you see what was the Star Wars where they brought the actor back who's Jar Jar, and he made an appearance? Was it in Andor, or it was one of the newer Star Wars movies or shows? And they brought him back, the actor, and he was like a Jedi. Was it Mandalorian? It was one of them, and it was so cool how they did that because it kind of let him redeem himself for being Jar Jar. I know a lot of people really rag on Jar Jar, but Misa, hear ya, Barrett. That's all. Darth Maul, man. Yeah, yeah. I like Darth Maul too. I like how he had his lightsaber. You know, I thought that was totally cool. Yes, the Admiral Akbar, man. Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. Yeah, we didn't pull Admiral Akbar tonight, man. We came close, man. We came close. It's always fun when you pull Admiral Akbar card for sure. You know, I don't remember as a kid. I got a few of the original like Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi cards. You know, from Star Wars. I don't remember a lot of cards coming out for Star Wars, and if they did, you didn't see them a lot around. They just weren't like, you know, David Robinson. He's the Admiral. That's not the Admiral we're talking about. That's a different Admiral. But that's pretty cool, yeah. Bingo. Bingo. Bingo wasn't in Star Wars. Anakin Vader, yeah. Vader was gotta be cool. I mean, you know, we're always pulling for the good guys, but there's a dark side to Anakin. And I just love Star Wars how it was a, you know, choosing evil or good, dark side, you know, light side. The struggle there. I thought that was totally cool. George Lucas is what a great trilogy. You know, I show my daughters, you know, Star Wars is a generational thing. I'm showing my daughters some of the newer Star Wars that's out today, and the old school stuff. We sit down on Friday nights and Saturday nights and we watch on Disney Plus the old school Star Wars. I tell them all about it. They get excited about it, and when they're in store and they see these Star Wars figures, they get about as pumped as I do. In fact, the hamster tonight was asking me she wanted to watch a Star Wars movie on Disney Plus tonight, and I said we'll do it this weekend. They had the yellow set, the red set, and the yeah, Spock is my favorite Star. Oh yeah, shout out to Spontex Saturday night. They had Star Trek night. That was super cool. I enjoyed watching that. Spock is your favorite. Well, that would be Star Trek, so that would be a different show. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, it looks like we got the. Let's go to the scoreboard right here. We got some. Oh, my computer died. I can't go to the scoreboard, but it looks like Dallas won. They're wrapping it up the series. So man, we've been going for 72 minutes. Good grief. Well, that's awesome, y'all. I appreciate y'all all stopping by. We'll wrap this up tonight. We've been going for about an hour and a half. Really, really appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. We'll be back here next Thursday. I don't know what we're doing, but I got a special guest coming in 2 weeks. I'm really excited about this guy. Y'all probably, I don't know if y'all watched this channel or not, but he's got a podcast. He's big on Instagram, and he's somebody new that I think y'all are going to really like. He makes some awesome content in this hobby, sports card wise. I'll have to introduce you to him when he comes on here in 2 weeks. I'm super pumped about having him on here. I don't want to reveal just yet who he is, but he's got a really great channel, and he's got a big podcast and an Instagram page, and he's growing his YouTube, and I won an awesome card from him, too. So I was like, dude, come on my channel. And he's like, yeah, so I'm super excited about having him on here. So y'all stay tuned. I won't share who that is, but y'all stay tuned for that. And like I said, y'all, Mela Doe's channel is in the description below. He's part of the Spine Ticks train. Y'all go sub him up. Go down here, sub him up, and let's get on to 1K. If he's not already there, I know he's super close. And home teams are 32 and 33 now in NBA playoffs. I know I've noticed that a lot in the NBA playoffs. A lot of the home teams have been losing a lot, and the away teams have been winning. It's been kind of different. And I saw that with the Denver series. Luka Magic. I know. That's so true. So thank y'all for watching, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. Happy 3-Pack Thursday. Happy Star Wars night. And I really appreciate y'all's wonderful support. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, but also Mela Dope Live. Thank you, Mela Dope. Y'all have a great night. Like I always say, Zach out! Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a good one.